Commencing Chaos Trial. The pitch-black stone transported me.
The goddess of the hearth and the potential of her flames.
One step at a time. Yet. Area clear.
Take our blessings, but don't follow our examples, what I say, dearie. A case in point, fish-faced Poseidon over here. Always trying hard to make a splash, never caring much who ends up getting wet. That about right, you big oaf?
Quite on the contrary, dear Hestia. You're wrong at least on two accounts, I think. First, I need never try hard to make a splash. I effortlessly do it every time. And second, don't you call me fish-faced, you mean, wrinkly old hag.
That's hot. Flourish and reveal my path.
Just earlier, I felt the strangest urge to seek you out, dearie. Almost as though it wasn't even me deciding it. Messing with eldritch forces or some such. Well, if you want to gaze into the cold abyss, I'll keep you nice and warm.
Flame of the hearth. Phantom lair. Olympus, I accept this message. They'll burn.
Oh my.
Death to Kronos. Smackers. my reward.
All right.
Fired up. The bow. Strength of the gods. Olympus, I accept this message. Getting warmer. What is it you think you're guarding,
After a furious and world-shaking clash, the dreadful Cerberus recovers his true form.
For the underworld. No! Return to Shadow now. Phew. Trial complete. These chaos trials. We're not changing reality too much, are we, Phrenos?
Hail, witch!
Get any sleep at least while you're zonked out back there? Can't even wrap my head around what it must be like for you. Sleeping? They say it's like being dead, right? But I'm dead and I'm always awake.
I think the only one getting good sleep of late is Hypnos himself. Still hasn't even stirred, no matter what Headmistress has tried.
Lucky him.
Such pitiable offerings as this are hardly worth my notice, witch!
No, but seriously, thanks. Nobody ever gets me anything. Besides you, I mean. That's nice, you know?
It's nice for me as well. Having you here as company means a lot, so it really is the least I could do. Hail, Spirit.
You invoke me?
If you don't mind me asking, Princess, have you ever died before? Not in the mortal sense, it's just... You seem to have exceptional tenacity in moments most gods couldn't endure.
I cannot afford to lose my grip on consciousness out there. Headmistress taught me always to return to shadows with my final bit of strength. I learned the hard way, but I learned.
It shows. Remarkable to have met someone equally as comfortable with death as well as life. I practically see it in your eyes.
It's not a big concern. Say, Lord Moros, would you accompany me to the riverside? I have a feeling your mere presence may help with the evening's catch.
I have a way with mortal creatures of all sorts, so I'll accompany you. Yes. Forgive me, though I never have quite understood the compulsion to extract water creatures from their natural environs. I know for mortals it is sometimes necessary sustenance, though others do it for the sake of sport. Why?
For mortals, it seems to be an opportunity to assert themselves over the natural world. Though I would take no pride in outsmarting such creatures if I were them. In our case, we safeguard habitats for all the species that we find.
That seems like a burdensome responsibility for creatures that ought to take better care of themselves.
Well, there's more to it, I suppose. For one thing, it sets a contemplative mood, right? Means we can talk a little bit about matters unrelated to our own burdensome responsibilities.
I can certainly appreciate that part. And now we wait. Patience is a necessary skill in this pursuit. Your fate is sealed. Impressive catch.
Now come along.
Perhaps it's good to let the mind wander a bit to such pursuits, every once in a while.
Moonlight guides you.
Fates protect you.
Salutations.
You're right. I recall when I myself first grasped the flames of Ignium. I must have been about your age. Now you are possessed of their power.
All it takes is a bit of light to cast a long shadow. Isn't that so, Headmistress? I'll do my best to wield the flames as you have taught.
In your own way, Malinoi.
Moonlight guide us.
All of us.
Even Mother Nyx's weapons favor you. Always thought the nocturnal arms would wake for me first. Guess the Fates had other ideas.
I think the Fates had you covered. You're the bearer of Stygius. Vanquisher of heroes, gods, and titans.
Seems it was due for a long break.
Death to Kronos.
Whatever.
I'll take it. There. Drink of the earth.
I rise again. What a chap.
May need to take new vows. Show me your past. Persephone. There's more to this aspect. Such power hides within. What would Mother have done? Dare I take the vows? By will of night. Athera awaits. Did this skull just smile? That's something. Smite them. A lightning sigil.
Wise to bear my cloud bangle, my niece. How easily I've spotted you with it, so that I may bestow my blessings when you need them most. Now choose, and smite our enemies as I would do myself if I were there. This is yours.
Thunderous power. The city square. Fixed the barrier, did they?
A wandering dead who cannot find your peace, I bid you listen closely to my voice. The moment at which mortal life does cease is not for your despair, but to rejoice. For I can lead you to where you belong, beneath the earth where death and sleep reside. I bid you merely serve me for a song, unto the will of the unseen confide. So mote it be. A visitor.
Together we shine.
By your will, sorceress. Another nectar bottle you can spare on my behalf? Oh, this shall be a splendid compliment with several much less pleasant ingredients, whose aroma this ought to disguise.
I shudder to think what concoction you have in mind, though trust you shall make use of that in service to our cause.
How much has changed with time? It's not as often that I see familiar faces such as yours, or hateful ones. So many fail to understand our ways.
You've always seemed to have ways of making them understand, Lady Medea. Though, do you find you miss living among mortals?
Locating live subjects for my research used to be easier, but that exception notwithstanding, no. Few true friends are better than 1,000 friendly, feigning strangers. Most excellent.
In you go.
Should do it.
See that one, Tula? To me. One more roach.
Moonlight guide you on.
The barrier's lost some of its strength. You dare. Shades, I release you. In the name of Hades. Shocking every time.
Save your breath, I'll save mine. They come.
Death to Kronos. rescued?
All dead.
Oh, you must have visited the springs once more. It's that refreshing glow about you, love. I wonder with whom you've been bathing. I'm sure little birdie shall inform me soon enough.
Sure you don't want to give me only half the bottle there? Seeing as I'm nearly half a god. I got their strength, but seldom get their luxury.
Nothing's gained from luxury in excess anyway. But there are times a little doesn't hurt. May this soothe your spirit when the occasion arises. Olympus is fortunate to have your strength and service, son of Zeus.
I served the gods all right. Served them a long time, one tall order after another. They brought me fame, glory, everything. They never got enough of me.
But you've had enough of them. Then, what are you doing here?
Oh. My work history can demonstrate I never get enough of them, either. I take a job, I do it. My work is finished here.
Where else? How many of these do they have?
Once exposed. Well done. Supplies inbound.
Thank you. There's her mark.
All clear.
There you are. Together we shine.
Together we shine. Hey, thank you. Sure enough, Olympus started running a little low on this stuff. I'll be sure to lord it over the others, as long as you don't mind me exploiting your good graces.
I don't recall anything about exploiting one another's good graces in the bylaws of the Silver Sisters, so you should be fine. May you enjoy it either way.
Hey, is it really true Moros himself showed up at your crossroads because you summoned him? As in, you literally invited doom?
It doesn't seem the wisest course when you put it that way. Kronos once was brought low by a prophecy of the three fates. I felt they might be willing to intervene again.
And they did so by sending you the embodiment of misfortune and unforeseen consequences. Well, if that's what the fates have in store, you're going to need this. All right, I'm off.
Not this. I'll send your soul into the depths of hell. One pylon left. For Aphira. Hear me, on my authority.
Very well.
Now what? If not for all your speed and bravery, we never would have had a fighting chance against our enemy, Hermes. I don't think we'll soon be able to repay you for this, but I can try.
Cordial with you, Em, though I'm not much for tips, and we've got pressing matters to attend to, don't you think? Though I appreciate it, honestly. I've always said you're quick to learn, you know. And sure enough, whenever I drop in, you'd be over a cauldron working some new spell. Well, this is it. Your time to work some magic for our sake.
Let's pick up the pace. Barrier destroyed.
Taking messages, isn't he? Almost like taking corpses down into the underworld like he used to. Nothing to do for those these days. Except to burn.
Flame of the hearth. Death to Kronos. Perseverance is what got us to this point, my lord. May your resolve never waver. Whenever mine does, I take comfort knowing I have such dependable allies.
Really? No wonder you and nobody are pals. He and his rats are the only ones that ever got away from me other than you. That worthless good-for-nothing put you up to this?
His name is Odysseus. He's a great hero and tactician. But you needn't worry about slaying him, for he's long dead already. Not your problem anymore.
Not my problem, I'm not so sure. You and the dead seem to go hand in hand. Don't care what he's calling himself now. He's nobody to me. Now how about I send him a message? This one's for you.
Smite them.
Meat's no good. That does it.
Not finished.
Just wake up, sleepyheads.
Fast asleep again. For the realm.
Princess.
Good.
Across a foul-smelling hovel, crudely furnished with assorted fixtures of exaggerated proportion, and strewn with remains both fresh and long decayed, comes a waft of seaborne air.
I smell mostly the decay. Warships risen from the depths, all headed for Olympus. Sure. The Black Flagship. Olympus, I accept this message. Fired up. May moonlight guide you. Out of my sight. Adequate. Which way now?
Hey, what's going on?
Icarus. Some of these golden coins. May moonlight guide us.
I'll take it. As a mortal kid confined to a tower, I was relatively well provided for, but this... I know better than to envy the gods, especially with what they're going through lately. They definitely know their drink.
The gods have always lived well, but your own life was so short and difficult. You must still have a lot of making up to do, and I thought maybe this could help.
Been flying for a while now. At first, it brought me back to the terror I felt as a kid. Those final moments. I wanted to put myself through them again and again. Don't know why.
Icarus, you were young and you made a mistake. What's the use torturing yourself for it for all eternity? I thought you wanted to learn to fly to prove yourself to your father.
Come on, Melly. I'm never going to prove myself to him. But something happened as I kept trying to use my wings. I started to like him, seeing from a different point of view.
You look so in your element up there. I always believed if I could make you whole again, perhaps some night we'd learn to fly together. I still want to feel what it's like.
You've no idea how much I wanted that too. But it was something I had to do on my own. I'd love to take you up with me now, but yeah, shades and goddesses don't mix. All yours.
Thanks. Off he goes. great eye of night who watches over me, may your brilliance always shine across the world.
The customary gifting of the gods. I am becoming fond of this cycle. Some traditions of Olympus may be worth adopting after all.
Together we shine, sister.
Forevermore.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
I watched the goddess Aphrodite seek you out. From her I learned a bit of how to influence the heart, but only when my strength is at its peak. And even then, I fear I pale in comparison. Please make your choice.
Abandon ship.
Phase shift.
This is the hidden isle I revealed. Hear me, on my authority. Here we go.
A shrouded glade, shorn from the heart of the land, somehow remains suggestive of a time of peace and beauty that has long since fallen deep into the distant past.
Times change. Transfer now. Now for the captain's wheel. Good to see you here, my lord. Olympus, accept this message. Moonlight, guide us.
Hope you're not seasick, babe, because you are about to get rocked.
Let's begin. Oh, Eris on her blasted rail.
So what's up? Whew, thought you'd never snap out of it. You okay?
Yes, thank you, Dora. I hope I didn't cause you any concern. Have you been by my side here all this time?
What, me? No, I'm just out for a breather.
But you don't even breathe.
Cut it out.
May moonlight guide you.
Come on, Mel.
Free knows. Perhaps I ought know better than to tamper with the oath of the unseen.
There's so much here for me to learn. Lady Hecate has been generous enough to teach me something of the herbal ways and of your craft. An everlasting pursuit. I'm getting a late start.
You wish to become a witch, Lord Moros? Maybe I can give you some pointers sometime.
Oh, I would welcome that.
May moonlight guide us.
Proceed with care.
More of this filth.
Yeah? And just what do you think you're gonna do about it there, Nemi? Can't just have it out with me in the middle of your little crossroads.
Can't do anything about it here, but might run into you out there, snooping around, and then you won't get any special treatment. Just another target.
Nemesis, how could you be so cruel? You're my sister! We don't have to fight. And besides, what makes you think you'd ever catch me? You're too slow.
We'll see.
You'll see.
Alas. This Thessaly notified me it was Eris herself who barred you from gaining the heights of Olympus. She never should have got her hands on the rail of adamant again, that wretch.
Headmistress, is there truly nothing we can do? Your oath to Nyx means Eris can come and go here as she pleases, only to try and blast me to bits when I approach my goal.
One must carefully consider the terms of binding contracts, Malinois. A mistake on my part you are paying for firsthand. And I apologize. Do bring her hell when next you meet.
Sounds good. Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
I was thinking of putting these purifying salts to use, Headmistress. Call it a cleansing ritual. Would you accompany me?
A visit to the springs ought to rid us of unwanted thoughts for a while. Let us be cleansed together then. Would that this were all we had to do. We're like two nettles boiling in a cauldron, aren't we?
I remember bathing in this spring when I was very small. You would ask me never to splash your hair, and I would do it anyway. You were so tolerant of me.
Well, now at least you know the reason that your training was so rigorous. There came a point when even my vast tolerance for all your splashing finally wore thin.
Wait, you trained me to the height of my ability as a witch because I got your hair wet?
It was either that or transform you into a newt or something. Come off it, Malinois. You are entirely too serious sometimes.
A lesson I've been unable to take to heart, Headmistress. I suppose it's been a while since we talked like this.
Yes, well, that's growing up for you. And present circumstances haven't helped either. This blasted hot spring got all covered up with moss and had been stagnant, I don't know how long. Being here again, it takes me back.
Do you think we'll be able to keep the moss from reclaiming this place again?
I'll watch the moss, you watch the splashing. Deal?
Deal.
Much better. Sometimes I think that hot spring could raise the dead.
Moonlight, guide us.
All of us.
Shipment for you back there.
Your old adversary Polyphemus wanted me to give you a message on his behalf. Though, come to think, I'm uncertain what he wanted me to say. Perhaps just kick you savagely.
Sounds like the Cyclops that I used to know, all right. My crew and I, we were his captives for a while, and his food supply. I found a way to get us out of there, but it was ugly.
He calls you nobody. How did he come to know you by that name?
Nobody took his eye, goddess. I gave to him a name that wouldn't make a lick of sense when he called over to his mates for help. We had to try.
He has mates?
Perhaps not anymore.
Moonlight guides you.
And you as well.
Welcome, Lord Charon. Perfect condition. Hail, broker. Come along. You're a sight to behold. Grow and flourish.
Ah, there she is again at last.
Another testament awaits. By my birthright. For the realm. You can hear me, can't you? The mirror. Break the siege.
Passion strikes the unlikely
ugliest of times, spurring us past the limits that we know. Pray, welcome it as I, and go with all my blessings from the bottom of my heart. My pleasure.
That's a feeling there.
We reunite.
Salutations.
Salutations.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
You have no memory of Nyx. It was the night herself who found me, discarded and unwanted, and erased me from my youth. But when the Titan Kronos took the House of Hades, she was there. I miss her still. The choice is yours. Dark side.
How's that for you, Revol? So many different streets. Heracles.
Need a break from all the slaughter, just stand back. Far back. Prepare.
You'll be out in no time, Shades.
That worthless Cyclops Polyphemus turning his broad back against the gods. His kind once aided us against the Titans, yet he's of a newer generation, lacking loyalty apparently. His actions cannot be excused.
That's all it takes, huh?
The might of the heavens.
Our fathers sure made a mess of things for us, didn't they, sister? Born to the mightiest of gods, yet living like outcasts. Like bloody animals.
It's Kronos that made a mess of things. If he'd have just stayed dead, we'd be at peace. And together with our fathers, no doubt.
Have you met our fathers? Sure, we're in the midst of an interminable war, but at least we're far away from them. Peace, sister.
Need to recharge. Next. Damn it. No mercy for servants of the Titan. Not now. We should put a dent into that barrier. One less traitor.
The surface used to be more pleasant, but ever since the siege, Uncle Poseidon has been going all out with quakes and cataclysms in response, stirring up the land like it's his mixing bowl.
The might of Olympus. The barrier's weakening. That was good. More pylons are nearby. To from here.
Nearby.
The barrier's down.
On behalf of my erstwhile professional associate there. Feels good to be working together with that one again. You tell him I said...
And we're off. Moonlight, guide us. Did you enjoy your nap?
Where do you think you're going anyway? No ship that sails from the docks back there is gonna take the likes of you. Come to think of it, lately, we've had no ships at all.
The deathless fleet of Kronos is still out there in the waters of the Rift. Apparently, when one ship sinks, another rises to replace it from the depths. Drowned sailors for its crew.
You're pulling my leg. The dead can sail nowadays? I thought they were no good for anything but food. Might have to teach them to take on some of my household chores.
Smite them. Nap time. I can use this.
My sheep.
Maybe I should switch.
Princess?
Unfortunate livestock residing with the ravenous Cyclops seem to be unaware of the conditions under which they graze about and wander. Not exactly lost. At least, not yet.
The one they have to guide them is asleep.
Looking forward to this. Such a strange and awful fleet that Kronos has.
Can't do it.
Out of my way. Felt that for sure. A boon. In the name of Hades. Right. It's no use.
I am.
Stop. Message for me. Hear me on my authority. bones for the broker. Right now. Special delivery.
Ginger roots and cypress twigs. Fang and feather, tuft of wool, dusky wing and horn of bull. Cap of mushroom, skin of snake, lemon juice and sand of lake. Bask in moonlight, all of you, till you be this witch's brew. You're just in time.
Moonlight guides you.
And you in kind. Good heavens, more for me? I'm unaccustomed to receiving gifts here on my little isle, though I'm pleased to try and get more used to it, if you must so insist.
Insist is a strong word, madam, but I would like for you to have this, yes. Perhaps it will help you perfect your own recipe, or while away a pleasant night, should one arise.
You've one of great Selene's precious blessings on this eve, that I can tell, Poppet. Even from afar, the moon has always kept me company. Her light can be so utterly transformative.
And may Selene's light ever shine for us, madam. I'd likely not have found my way to you if not for her. As for her magic, sometimes I wonder if it isn't transforming me so much as revealing who I really am.
That may well be so. Who is to say where our true nature lies? A spell of transformation is a spell of revelation. When we change, we become more like ourselves, not less. Marvelous.
May moonlight guide us.
Hear that, Selene?
Couldn't do it. The ship's helm.
Hermes must be in the area.
Not now.
Seeds. Stay where you are. Olympus, I accept this message. Thunderous power. May moonlight guide you.
Hi, babe. This is for your own good, Trouble. Mine too.
That's no use.
Smite them.
Here. How about this?
unimaginable sights await the surface-voyaging princess as she ascends the heights of Mount Olympus that, to our mortal minds and senses, why, they simply cannot be described.
No! Return to Shadow now. Oh, get up, Mel. You knew I could do it, didn't you, Phrynos?
You know how late it is?
Don't you have friends among the other shades, Dora? You could join them for some activity out there. It's picked up a lot of late.
Foolish witch. Haunting this tent is a full-time obsession. We lesser shades can be a little single-minded. I guess kind of like mortals.
Not just mortals. Begging your pardon, Shades. The Shades around here. I know they've been avoiding you, Lord Moros. Some are filled with fear, others with contempt. You ended their lives?
It never was for me to decide why a mortal's life should suddenly be cut short. But I did get to choose the how of it. Knowing the future could be monotonous work, so my sisters and I tried to keep things interesting.
You brought misery to mortals because you were bored.
I'm not proud of it. Especially not when you put it that way. And I regret I've caused dissension in your ranks.
I'll handle it. Death to Kronos.
Fates protect you.
We missed you here. We have a bit of a personnel problem with our Circe the Enchantress. Her isle is poised to survey our enemy's fleet, reports of which ought go directly to Odysseus, except they go to me.
A gap in communication. By your leave, Headmistress, I can notify her of the proper protocol when next we meet.
You shall not speak of this to her at all. I raise the point so you can be aware. Circe has long been a valuable asset and ally. Your visits to her isle may help keep it that way.
Understood. May moonlight guide you.
Shadows conceal you.
Lady Medea.
Good evening. So many more shades of the dead now linger here. And the earthy aroma, quite unlike before. These crossroads changed since last I visited.
Welcome back to the abode, Lady Medea. What brings you here? And will you be staying with us for a little while?
No, I am great Hecate's eyes upon the surface. But the night is young, and I've business with the broker there. A surplus of bones to exchange. See you above and below, sorceress.
See you. Together we shine.
You honor me. One always could see plain your talent, sorceress. But truth be told, I thought your heart would be a liability. Perhaps, however, I was wrong in that.
I'm thankful for your faith in me. My heart is never so assertive that it would lead me astray. Or so I tell myself anyway.
How did you?
Hey, you miss being up there, don't you? Among the mortals and all that?
You know, mortals have a word for deliberate cruelty or callous negligence. They call it evil. I could always catch wind of it. I'd go to the source. And whoever it was, I'd make them pay.
But now you're stuck here, and the evil goes unchecked.
A lot of it, I'm sure.
Moonlight guide us and all.
Right.
Hey, Nem, are you available to make another visit to the springs? Take a load off, come back to our senses a bit.
Shoulder's been acting up again. Could be it helps with that. Don't like having to take this suit off, but that's the trade. Not too hot, not too cold. First time you beat me in a fight, sparring match, whatever, got me right in the back of the neck. Took advantage of our height difference. Was a surprise.
I'd lost to you so often, at some point, I figured I could lull you into overconfidence. That even you could be susceptible to such a thing.
You weren't wrong. Made me so angry. Swore I'd never underestimate my opponent again. Then proceeded to convince myself you'd never beat me at the task. Our task.
So you've a bit of pride. You're not trying to stamp it out completely, right? Just keep it in check. Besides, I'd like to think we're not at odds in what we're trying to achieve.
We're not, but I can only push myself so hard. Seeing you getting stronger, getting closer, gives me the extra push I need.
I'd no idea. I always thought I got my competitive spirit from you. Anyway, do let me know if you need anything else, such as lending a hand putting on that suit of yours.
Or taking it off. Yeah. Though, can't let myself become too used to this.
Maybe just a little used to it then.
Well, enough sitting around. Time for some standing around to balance it out.
Off we go then. Here you are. Odysseus on leave. You're ready. Here you'll grow strong. Go!
I look like a scratching post to you?
Knight's second gift awaits.
Now, young one, avert your eyes, lest you be smitten by the glory over here.
Wow. Commander, I'm rather at a loss for words, I think. Though I am honored, truly.
Oh, you better be. You got any idea what I mean, the fates must have gone through to put these things together. But Knight's champion deserves only the best. Which is that last one you haven't seen just yet.
My mind reels at the thought of a sculpture in excess of those. It's covered in Knight's drapery. What's to stop me from merely taking a look? Apparently you've already seen it.
Sounds like you might not be Knight's champion after all, suggesting underhanded tactics such as that. You want to win top honors, you gotta have honor. And that means no peeking. Are you gonna use the oath again or what?
I don't know. All this still strikes me as a bit unwise. While I value your encouragement and am inspired by your words of validation,
Perhaps I shouldn't be so quick to pin my sense of self-worth on accumulating material possessions.
Come on, young one, you mustn't speak that way. Whoa! I almost budged. Ah, the memories, young one. Your brother thusly used to favor me. And for his sake and yours, I shall accept this. Now please accept my gratitude. Hey, thanks.
You are most welcome, Commander. And hey, thanks to you in turn for your peerless insight and steadfast presence. Moonlight guides you.
Same to you.
A healthy fear of darkness. Who else shall wield you?
Me? Good.
Ignium.
A different tactic now. You all see that technique? Never this. Again.
Such intricate work.
You may continue. I shall return.
What form suits you tonight?
Never accept defeat.
Can't do it.
Right where the solar plexus used to be. Well struck.
Eos.
I rise again.
Zorafat.
Do not defile the artistry.
Ignium. If I'm to serve the night, I would know her will. This I vow. the hope. Come, Phrynos.